Well, Sina, what a privilege to be in this beautiful spot, yachts behind us, Monaco, and the Phantom. Tell me, why do you think, why are we in such a beautiful spot with a beautiful car? How do they match each other?
So thank you at the beginning for having me over here. We are celebrating Phantom Series 2 today, and we wanted to show it to people like you in the most amazing parts of the world. We are over here in south of France, in Monaco, to really give you the full driving experiences. We have absolutely stunning roads over here where you have the most perfect view. And we really wanted you to experience this in the best car in the world. So yeah, I'm really happy to host everybody here, and I'm glad that you like it so far.
Certainly do. Tell me about this car in particular. I mean, we've got a lot of sparkle going on here, and you. What is your role with Rolls-Royce motor cars?
I have been with Rolls-Royce for 8 years now. Rolls-Royce has raised me. I started at Rolls-Royce right after my university, and I have been focusing on all the materials and colors and finishes of the series cars like Phantom and other Rolls-Royces, but also on Boattail, for example, our latest Coachbuild car. But why this particular car is so incredibly special is because this is Phantom Series 2. And what we have experienced in the last couple of years is that our clients said, whatever you do, don't ever touch Phantom because this car is absolutely perfect. But we had many philosophical design conversations, and we came to the conclusion that indeed it is possible but also necessary to push for ultimate perfection. And this is what we did with this car by adding only the softest and smallest design touches. For example, what we have done over here on the Pantheon grille is that we have added this horizontal line that you can see here, polished, beautifully fits within the Pantheon grille. And this pronounced the RR badge of honor, but also the spirit of ecstasy even more, and gives it a lot of modernity, but also pronounces this more driver-focused car a lot more, particularly when you stand in front of it. This grille also now comes in a illumination, which is beautiful at night, and it is also available in a darker finish, also following down the bonnet reins, around the windscreen, side frame finishes, and also some bright work in the back, which is absolutely beautiful. But over here we have the polished version. My favorite feature about this particular car is, and I need to tell you a little story how we got this idea. The design team was once standing in front of the car, and we saw the reflection of our iconic Starlight headliner in the bonnet, and thought, wouldn't it be absolutely stunning if we could bring this stunning iconic feature onto the exterior? And this is what we did. We added 580 laser cut stars in the bezel of the headlights, and they twinkle and they disappear and reappear again, and it's the most magical and romantic experience while driving through the night. So this is absolutely stunning. Also, what we can see over here is a midnight sapphire exterior paint, and this one has a lot of sparkle already, but we have enhanced it with adding an additional lacquer that has crushed glass particles inside. And you can see it gives this amazing, amazing sparkle, particularly underneath this sun. We have added quite a strong contrast by adding a satin bonnet next to it. So you have the most sparkle you can imagine, but also a matte finish next to it. Absolutely stunning. Again, also our hand-painted seashell coach line, which is hand-painted by my colleague in Goodwood. Really remarkable. And what is also new about this car is this new set of disc wheels. And over here we really wanted to bring back the romance of the 1920s. So what is particularly nice about them is that they're so incredibly minimalistic, very, very elegant, classical, and just absolutely stunning. They give the most amazing light reflection on the floor while driving, and you get this sense of flight while driving on land. And yeah, this is it about the exterior. So maybe we want to go to the interior.
I think we do. Let's go and have a look.
Ta-da!
So Sita, please just tell me a little bit about what's possible to have in the front of your car when you're driving, what is possible and what's not possible.
So when we have introduced Phantom for the very first time in 2017, we had a lot of discussions in the design team because we experienced that our clients are great collectors of fine art. And they have fine art on their yachts, on their private jet, in their houses, but it is actually quite difficult to bring fine art into their car. And so we have created this enormous space over here on the dashboard, which is covered with an uninterrupted surface of glass. And this really gave us the opportunity to introduce materials that usually would be absolutely impossible to use in a car interior. So over here we see a bespoke gallery, which is leather and it's embroidered with a geometrical pattern. But what we have created many times now are one-off galleries for particular client wishes. One particular one that I want to highlight was the Immortal Beauty gallery, and that one had porcelain flowers. So when you start thinking about what you actually want to bring into a space that now is enabling all those materials, we thought, what kind of materials do you want to go for? So first of all, we said porcelain because it's delicate, it's fine, beautiful. And then what can be more delicate than a flower, correct? So we wanted to combine those two. But then you can't come and say, you want to just use any kind of flower. You really think about what would it symbolize or what would it stand for. And so we decided to go for an English rose because a Rolls-Royce somehow is an English rose, you know. It embodies all the elegance and beauty of English roses. But then again, you can't just use any kind of English rose. And so we decided to breed our own English rose. So that meant that the design team had to put on their wellies and go to the rose field, go to UK's best rose breeder, and actually breed a rose that symbolizes Rolls-Royce. And this is what we have done. We wanted to symbolize the elegance, the power, the strength, the heritage, everything that comes in a Rolls-Royce. And we achieved it by having this beautiful, pure cream white rose with really beautiful round petals, a lot of volume, a lot of elegance, and even the family history of that rose had a lot of special family members. So actually, when the rose was actually blooming for the first time, we cut it off and we flew it to Bavaria, where we asked Nymphenburg to recreate that flower in porcelain. And this is what they have achieved. And then it was beautifully arranged in this beautiful space over here.
So Sita, it's clearly a remarkable car. It's remarkable not only to drive, which I've driven, but it's remarkable because you can actually design, you can personalize your own desires. And, you know, prince or princess or whoever you are, tell me how bespoke is the Rolls-Royce motor car, and particularly the Phantom, and the things that you could provide for any client.
So first of all, of course, it is every designer's dream because the sky is the limit, and our clients absolutely know this. We really want our clients to push us in terms of bespoke ability to really recreate their lifestyle, their wishes, their ambitions, and their tastes. And there are no limits to what we can make possible. It is always a great conversation between clients and us, how we can actually create their particular dream and make it into a piece of art or adding it to the interior. But in general, there are no limits.
And is that what makes Rolls-Royce motor cars, and in particular these cars, so unique in the world? Absolutely,
absolutely. It is. I wouldn't compare it to a car. It is an art piece in itself. And now you can add art into art, so there is no limit to it. No, absolutely best car in the world.
So I could put my Picasso here, could I?
Absolutely. Give me your Picasso.
Fantastic. What's your favourite part of the job that you do?
My favourite part is that I never know what is going to happen tomorrow and what my clients have in mind. And I am constantly learning about their cultures, their ideas, their fascinations, and what inspires them. And this really inspires me. And what I love is that they come to me with a request. And you know, the design team can fulfill that request, but we would never just fulfill that request. We're always going to come back, push to the limit, and even surprise them with something a lot more than they could have even imagined. So we really want to create that magic in their eyes and fascinate them, what we have done with their ideas. So this is actually what I love the most.